Hey everybody! So I hope everyone's all relaxed from the Reiki, which actually went way better than I thought it was going to be. I didn't even know that she was doing it. Right, right, right. So anyway, we have a few new products in all the stores have them that I am wildly excited about. The first one, because I want to talk about cats first, is it's a company called Wild Calling. And I know the owners. They're a small company like us. They actually own 6 pet stores in Colorado. And he went into his own business, just like I did with the Daves. He did with this product called Wild Calling. And I love the Wild Calling because they use, the word is some exotic proteins. So if your dog or cat has any food allergies, and this is especially important with cats, if the cats are really finicky, they have some proteins that probably the cat has never had before. And the other thing that I like about them, isn't this just a gorgeous package? When I saw this package, I was like green with envy. I think this is the best packaging in the whole industry. But this is the cat food. Let me read you the ingredients. So this is duck, water, duck liver, and then the guar gum, which holds it, and then vitamins and minerals. So these products are all 96%. So I have cowabunga, cowabunga is a wild animal from Australia, I think. Or is that a turtle? Isn't it cowabunga with the Teenage Mutant Ninja? Didn't one of them? Cowabunga is a mixture of proteins. So this is beef, water, beef liver, yeast culture, nothing, just beef. So we have fish, different. This one is salmon. This one is, let me read it. I'm getting old and I can't see. So this is buffalo. This is salmon. This is so cool. This is turkey. So these are basically, last week when I was talking about cats being carnivores, this is a fabulous diet for cats because it's basically all meat. So it's grain-free, gluten-free, no artificial flavors, artificial preservatives, color-free, just nothing in it except for the meat with the vitamins and minerals and what's called guar gum, which is interesting. But guar gum is what they put in any kind of food, human food too, to make it a pate, to basically hold it together. So I'm really excited about the Wild Calling product line that we brought in. And they also make it for dogs. And so there's about 6 or 7 flavors. This one is 96% chicken. This one is duck. This one is pork. So here's why the duck and the pork are important. If your dog has a food allergy, same thing with your cat, but it's usually with dogs. If your dog has a food allergy, you can now experiment with proteins that it hasn't had before. So if your dog has been on almost any one of the foods in our store or any other store, probably they haven't been using pork, probably they haven't been using duck. We also have boar. There's a couple of other flavors that the dogs wouldn't be on. Again, the Wild Calling, I'm not a veterinarian. I would say your veterinarian would agree with me that if your dog or cat is overweight, more protein, fewer carbs, because there's basically no carbs in here. And also, it'll help fight against diabetes, which is epidemic with pets. So that's for that. Now, we got in a new line of treats, and this particular one is wild boar, which I'm sure your dog has never had before. They are hard as a rock, and what makes this one different, this is smoked. It's harder. The actual bone won't fall apart. It's the way that it's cooked, and this is kind of funny. All Venison Joe's products are prepared in restaurant quality. Someone put this sticker right over it. But anyway, it's not human grade, but it's like human grade stuff. So these are treats that takes longer to splinter, because some dogs really will splinter them. I would suggest it's outside or in an area that's not on carpeting. But if your dog, you want to get them something different, this is it, folks. Now let's talk about what I've been waiting to do for 3 years. People come into the store, they say, I want an all-natural food. The fact of the matter is, every food in my store, I don't care whose store, is really not 100% all natural, because the vitamin and mineral mix in all the foods is a premix that is synthetic. It's not all natural. So I've seen this company called Nature's Logic. I've seen them at trade shows for years. They were, a tiny little company, and I just didn't pay any attention to them. And then one day, I was at a trade show selling Dave's Pet Food. They were a couple booths away from me. I started talking to them, and I said, what is the deal with your food? And they explained that their food is the only food on the market, period, end of story, that has no synthetic ingredients. So if you want an all-natural food, this is the food for you. So they make a bunch of different flavors. It's sitting in pallets in the back room. So I just pulled the bag off. So this is a canine lamb meal for dinner. I'm going to read you the ingredient list. And again, you know that the first ingredient listed is the most, and the rest goes by volume. So you have lamb meal, millet, beef fat, pumpkin seed, yeast culture, spray dried beef liver. Let me tell you why they spray it. I never knew this. That's what makes the food palatable. They spray it on the outside of the so it's really palatable. Now, Joe, I don't know if you can get the camera to zoom in on the ingredient panel. If you can do that after. So the big deal with this food is that it's all natural. So if your dogs have allergies, if you really want an all natural diet, and the beauty of this food is it's not any more expensive than the other super premium foods that we have in the store. I love it. This is such a big deal for me. So here's the funny part. Our store in Ware, so this is Ware, Mass, which you would think is, sort of out in the country, right? So the Rebecca, who I'm going to have on the show, the sales rep, went into Ware, trained my sales staff on the food. We are selling so much of this food in Ware. Right, so Joe just went, really? Yes, in Ware, Massachusetts. That it's incredible. It's flying off the shelf. So then I said, you know what, if they're selling it in Ware, then we got to have it in the other stores. So that's why we brought it in. So there's a lamb, there's a chicken. Folks, I'm hoping that this becomes, next to Dave's, the best-selling food in the whole store. Here's the deal with dog foods. Dog food is not an exact science. When I say an exact science, they know that, for example, smoking causes cancer. There's an exact science. There is no exact science with one protein is better than another, because they haven't done studies of generations and all that kind of stuff. It's just an inexact science. So I can't say for sure, I think this is the best food in the store. It's got to be right up there, folks. I know the owners of the company. It's a very small company. They will not deviate from their mission. I love it. And I hope that you folks embrace it, come in. It's an unconditional money-back guarantee. All our stores will have, by the time you see this, all the stores have the food. And again, if you want an all-natural food, dog and cat, remember the name, Nature's Logic. So time is up for this one. Okay, don't go away, folks. We'll be right back.